This book is called Rain. It was written and illustrated by Peter Spier. This is a First Me Then You book. Peter Spier grew up in Europe, in the Netherlands. He was educated in Amsterdam, a big city in Holland. And after he was in the Navy for his Dutch country, he came to New York and America and became a very well-known children's author, won the Caldecott Medal for Noah's Ark, and has produced many, many wonderful books for young learners. Not all books do this, but this one has a dedication page, and you can see here, this is the writing that Mr. Spier put in his book. It says, "To Nancy and Bob Bunker, may your skies be clear and your days be filled with sunshine." A little note to friends of his. These books here are listed as other works that Peter Spier did. So that's the dedication page. And over here is just the title page. Nice, plain list of the title, Peter Spier's Rain. Already events are changing because from the previous page to this page, the rain is starting to come down. It's still Peter Spier's Rain book, but this page is called the publisher's page because it lists the company, Doubleday and Company in Garden City, New York, who's responsible for putting this book on the market. First Me Then You means two people, a sister and a brother, a papa and a daughter, a grandma and a grandchild can take turns reading this book because there are no words. There are just the drawings, the wonderful illustrations. Usually, in our English language, people who are reading, they go left to right, this direction, left to right, this direction, and then they read this page. We'll try and do that here. The brother and sister decide, even though it's raining, they want to go outside and play. They get their boots on, they get their raincoats on, they get an umbrella, the dog's ready to go, the mom's okay with them going out, and they go out together walking under the umbrella. They walk around the backyard and check on all the things they have. A rabbit hutch. They put their dog on a leash tied to a line for a short while so they can look at the laundry hanging up and what that looks like in the rain. They play with water coming out of the gutter. They see birds sitting on a wire. They walk around the house. They see the rain coming off the eaves and the gutters. They play in the wet sandbox, and they make splashy, splashy noises in the puddles, wearing their rain slickers and their nor'easter caps. And when they walk through the puddles, they look and they listen as the rain falls and makes little puddles and ripples. Because it's wet, they can see the outlines of a spider web very clearly. They see two squirrels in a tree. They see cardinals hiding under the bird bath. They hide themselves right underneath one of the boats. They play with the umbrella and squirt it with the hose. They see how the flowers droop in the rain. They see how water collects in a rain basin inside the wheelbarrow, and then the brother dumps out the water. They see the trash cans upside down collecting water. And when a car goes by, even though they're safely on the sidewalk, they get splashed. The sister watches as her brother's playing, and he manages to lose the umbrella. The wind takes it out of his hands. They look at a huge pile of wood that's been set aside for use in the winter. They watch the water swirl down the sewer collection drain. They see things up near the eaves troughs that they may not understand. They watch how the water goes down the sewer grate. They peek over the fence and see the dog in the doghouse, a beautiful bird in the birdhouse. They play on some of the structures, like the rings. They watch a rain barrel, an old-fashioned rain barrel, collecting water so full that it's overflowing. And they stand in the water with the ducks. When they cross over one of the little bridges, they can see all different kinds of waterfowl. They can see different kinds of ducks. They can see swans. They can see Canada geese. They can watch the one duck dive down deep. They put one of their hats in the water for the duck to play with. The ducks go quacking into the water. And then they walk away, having had a lot of fun. The brother and sister sit down to rest on a park bench. They walk along in the wetlands. They splash in the puddles that collect along the side of the road. They peek at a cat trying to stay dry underneath the vehicle. They shake a pine bough that's all wet with water, and the water comes sprinkling down. They look at a collection of a seed garden. They see flowers growing. They see again in the rabbit hutch, the rabbits are safe. Robins are hiding underneath there. And they chase the water. They chase the leaves. They're having fun together. And even though the umbrella's kind of broken and blows backwards, the brother's running as fast as he can in the rain. The sister's hanging onto her hat, and she's running so fast that her hair is flying behind her. They are ready to go home, to get inside and get warm. They come bustling through the front door. The mother takes their boots and spills them outside. The two children run a hot tub so they can clean off. And the floor is just covered with all of their dirty, wet clothes. The mom very nicely takes them from them to probably put them in the laundry. The cat's waiting outside with the wet boots, wanting to come in. And the children are wrapped up warm and tight in new clothes, having hot chocolate and cookies. It feels good to be warm inside. They're reading a book, looking at the newspaper, standing by the window where the flower plant is on the sill. The little brother's pants are falling down. Then while the mom is cooking in the kitchen and the cat and the dog are looking at the water dish, the brother and sister are building with their blocks. A beautiful tower and a building. The father and the mother and the brother and the sister sit down to a big, nice, warm dinner. The dog's under the table. The cat's sitting in a chair. After dinner, the brother and sister are playing together, marbles and other games. And then it looks like they have a little bit of screen time watching a television program. As it starts to get dark, they go to the foggy window and use their hands to wipe off a clear spot and look outside, thinking about the fun they had playing in the rain, but wondering if it's still going to be raining tomorrow. The mom comes. She closes the drapes, helps make sure they get settled into bed. The cat and the dog are helping with bedtime routines. It grows dark and quiet outside. Cars drive by. People are walking their dogs in the light rain. The light stays on for a while, and then the light goes out. In the nighttime, the rain slowly stops falling. It starts to quietly dry. In the moonlight, everything is blue and gray and silvery and a little bit green. Late at night, the bats fly out to look for their insects. They continue looking as the moon passes through the sky. And when the moon's ready to disappear and the sunflowers start to pick up their heads, knowing that the sun is coming, and a variety of birds start roosting and looking in the ground and collecting seeds, night begins to end. The brother and his sister, in beds that almost trundle, but not quite, begin to wake up Looks like the brother's up first while the sister's still cuddling with her teddy bear. And it's early morning. When they're both up, they look out the window wondering what the weather will be. It's a beautiful, sunshiny, blue sky day for the brother, for the sister, for their dog, and for all the birds and animals. Because this is a first me, then you book, it's not the end. It's the beginning. Your turn to tell the story. The end. This first me, then you book with no words, but some wonderful illustrations has been Rain. It was drawn by and conceived by Peter Spier.